back to do the read for Capricorn Twin Flames. Those of you who are new, a very warm welcome. If you're wanting to look at the general, I have already recorded that, and after I've edited this video, I will add the other videos connected to this one. If you do wish to join us live or subscribe during the live sessions, especially when I get psychic downloads connected to the Twin Flame path, I do them live and I will answer any of your questions psychically speaking on the spot after the video. So if you are wanting to join the tribe, it is handy. I am a Twin Flame. I'm also a psychic medium. Okay, let's see what's coming through. Now, I haven't pulled the top cards yet. In fact, I'm just pulling them now. Tuning into the frequency, I am feeling as though Capricorn's very nervous. Oh, Elizabeth. Capricorn's really nervous. They've got a situation going on that is making them feel like they're running out of time. Now, this can be on either side of the fence, but the frequency between you and what's happening at the 3D level is feeling as though they're running out of time. I also feel as though there may have been communication for some of you, and that communication has made the situation feel imperative. Oh, good. I'm glad. Yeah, so it's like it might have been crosswords. It might have been, and I'm feeling potentially for some of you a karmic energy, and I don't usually tune into that, but the cycle, so to speak, in a sense of a karmic energy, when we say it's over, vibrationally it's over, okay? That's what you've got to understand. You'll be looking at it and saying, hey, they're still with karmic. When you're in awareness that you've detached from a situation, even being there at a 3D level, you're no longer there. So try not to take it as personal, especially when you listen to videos. Trust me, the detachment's there. They are not happy. If they're in a karmic scenario or if there are some blocks in their road, they're really not enjoying this process. And again, it can be both sides. But I'm sort of seeing conversations, conversing, exchange, running out of time. And I'm feeling this imperative energy, like it's really, really hurry, hurry, hurry. We're running out of time. And there's a dire need on both sides for this movement to happen. Their work, or what they were working towards, is no longer working. What's blocking them, they feel, is living their dreams. They're also hurt by what they had wanted, even if it didn't come across that way. And again, the energies can swap and be both sides, especially when you're coming into duality. You'll find your zodiac sign will feel like theirs and theirs will feel like yours, and then it will merge. So, you know, connect the dots where it fits. They feel it's reached a cycle. They're also tapping into their feminine frequency. Feminine and masculine, I'm saying, is balancing. What's blocking them is the pain from the past of what didn't come about. I'll read that. Yeah, it's frustration, but it's a lot of a pain body experience. Okay, great, fine. A lot of a pain body experience. So, you know, they wanted certain dreams with you. They wanted certain dreams in their life, and certain things haven't quite come about. Now, if they were in a karmic relationship or currently in a relationship, they're purging that factor. They've already detached emotionally and spiritually, but the reflective state with the node thing in Cancer and Capricorn is, hey, what could have been? What perhaps, you know, and the sadness because they feel they picked the wrong poison. Emotionally speaking, now they're making a choice to only invest, regardless of adversity, regardless of blocks, cutting straight to the chase, wanting to chase their dreams and create that healing. And I feel this is with twin. Potentially sweating the small things in the past was potentially the issue. It's not working. We're not seeing eye to eye. There's adversity. There could be karmics. And now it's like cutting straight to the chase. I could have had this happy environment had I addressed my fears. And this is very collective energy. This is, you know, we can get very angry with ourselves when things haven't balanced and things haven't moved and, you know, want to have that forward movement. They're going with the flow with the family-related dynamic. And again, deem family as several things. It can be their friendship groups. It can be a karmic energy / children, but I'm feeling more a detachment from karmic compassion towards the situation if it wasn't in alignment any longer. Not to say it wasn't at a point in their life. It can even be a job. What karmic energy is something, hi Heidi, karmic energy is something that we physically own inside, and it morphs outside of ourselves, and it comes to us in the sense of a lesson, a purge, and a release of our belief systems, because we are actually growing into our whole selves of who we are without us being prejudiced towards ourselves. So potentially the conflict was them in the third eye sense, egoic sense, you know, having to really tune into what wasn't working, what was. It's their fault, childhood conditioning, etc. In family, it's like, it sounds sad, the ending of a cycle, the flowy waters. Like, it can be very emotional. Again, sadness of dreams, being cooped up in their head, angry at themselves for not offering more. Very self-critical but analytical. So really processing that analytical aspect of things. They know that people around them perhaps weren't balanced, and potentially you were, but they wanted to move towards you, and vice versa. But they wanted someone in their life and they didn't feel worthy, okay? Now, other people, they may be now stepping up to the plate or needing to step up to the plate and offer more assistance, but they may be choosing not to. And again, this is to help in balancing the scenario. What Capricorn isn't seeing is that there is an old frequency that is coming back to be revisited. This can be twin flame. And there is going to be light at the end of that tunnel. But thinking in the end result and not addressing all these things that have been hindering them will be what blocks them by not dealing with their wounds. So they're almost being, they've got the energy of having to move forward, but universe is pulling them back to say, hold on a minute. Hold on. What dreams didn't you get due to this scenario? What things were you sweating too much that just was not working? Where were you not balanced in your own physical emotions and your masculine emotions, where fight and flight and, you know, getting things done and then tackling things head on in a healthy, balanced fashion? And again, I'm seeing with this card, medicine woman, medicine man, healing, the balance of the scales, the moon in Libra. This is a very heavy energy coming through, where this next transit, where we move through to that, we do have a pivotal point where it's hitting Aries in the moon. Moving over is when the correction of that frequency will come. And if it's not corrected and addressed, Saturn is going to correct it for us. So it'll get there anyway. Okay? Energetically, they can't let you go. They feel really stuck. They're learning that the power is within them. And again, the energies can swap. They're seeing where love is not around them, and where, and this is the pain body experience, what dreams they didn't give to themselves, what dreams they didn't give to you, which we can only live our own dreams, okay? But I mean in the sense of working with you on that. What things were they so seriously worried about? And again, energies can swap, of really weren't relevant, because they were hindering the peace to come back into the connection. They're seeing these correlating energies. Where were they imbalanced? Where the give and take, the rationale versus the 3D, you know, and the 5D wasn't there, and where they felt blocked from doing these things. Psychoanalytical energy, like, talk about a light bulb moment, okay? Critical of the lack of success, knowing it was due to not facing their fears, knowing that they didn't nurture this connection. Now they're wanting to manifest it. Okay, you guys may be looking at it cross watches. Have you done enough work? Is that what the delay is? Not wanting the detachment and wanting the communication, and potentially communication coming in. Sick of going with the flow, wanting to urgently move this now. Having and open up. Now, potentially, this is red, base chakra, and this has come through. So energy swap. Make sure your foundation is ready. Okay, make sure it's ready. Yes, joy and stability is coming. But trust me, if base chakra is coming up and you're getting ailments in your lower back, ovaries, get a check, number one, not a doctor, but it's indicating from universe what's coming. So when you get certain chakra activations, pay attention to them. All of a sudden your throat goes funny. It's telling you twin wants to talk. If your third eye is overactive, yet you're not really wanting to think about anything, they're overthinking. Pay attention to your chakras. They're communicating with you externally. Joy and stability is coming, but you need to understand how and why. Why is because if you detach, it comes because you're not controlling the wheel of you don't trust the universe and it's not coming. As soon as we're doing that, it directly blocks it. And it's like because we're meaning to, we have to on the twin flame path, detach, detach, detach. As soon as you start shifting your energy, and I mean, I'm back in union, so for me, as soon as I noticed myself actually focusing too much on my twin and not on myself, shit started going down. As soon as I shifted the energy back, balanced out. Key to the situation, learn about yourself, and it's learn about the situation, take the lessons and move forward. But you've got to leave the old storyline behind. If you can't, you're not open to it and it won't come. The detachment, it will feel like you have resolved to the fact that it's going to happen, because you'll get so bloody tired. That's when it's coming close, because you're going, you know what, I remember 4 intervals this has happened to me, and it always came in that way. Because people talk about detachment, and I go, what do you mean? Like I have. Well, I'm not seeing them, so what's the problem? The detachment is one of the wounds, and that's why I'm going to do informative videos about it. The second is, have you found your light? Do you have happiness inside yourself? That's very important. Facing your fears, number 2. Thinking of things that actually are going to happen, well, you're going to manifest it. So tune the hell out of that and do the work in there. Because if you can't do it on your side of the fence, it's separate to your twin because it's happened previously in a different way or form. It will come through with twin. So you will actually open Pandora's box to that to be purged. So if you're tuning into it going, oh, I really don't want my twin to have a kid with someone else, so it's going to happen. If you don't want them to have a karmic and you're going, I'm really worried. Is it going to happen again? Is it going to happen again? It's going to happen because you're worrying about it. And because, you know, it's something that you need to detach from and know self-worth. As soon as you do, it doesn't matter if it does or doesn't, because you're always going to be okay. But if you can't detach from it, you're going to co-create it. So believe me when I say, in an energy sense as twins, you have a lot more control than you actually think. And the more you work on you, you are the key to the situation. It's crucial that you do that. And you can do it in 24 hours. But the pain body experience is the work. The intuitive aspect, which at a higher level can be, okay, my crown and my third eye, I might not be seeing it, but I'm not going to argue with my third eye with a fair base frequency, but I can feel it. That's the vibration coming in for April. What do you feel? Tune into the energies. If you don't want vitality coming in and you're scared it's going to be that way, then you're going to manifest it. So be careful what you're thinking. Overall energy between you and connected to Capricorn. This has been coming up in all the readings. Bloody base chakra. Home, nodes in Cancer and Capricorn. Accountability and family-related dynamics. Dealing with family-related dynamics. So potentially Capricorn and Cancer, those zodiac signs are quite inclined to reach reunion, because of the fact that they're doing a lot of work in those areas. There's particular signs that will go through different transitional states, but definitely balancing this situation out and seeing a different paradigm is coming through for Cancer and Capricorn. And my twin's Cancer and my sign, rising sign's Cancer, so I'm down with that. It's true. Okay, only focusing on what takes you to your highest purpose. Heart chakra activation. Being open. Base chakra, foundational related issues, directly deal with them. Your side of the fence, their side of the fence, you can assist manifesting it. Do that and you'll get into alignment. If you need a reading, link below. I'll be back.